What is up, YouTube? Evan Almighty bringing you guys a new video from MaddenAllStars.com. And today I'm going to be showing you guys a little scheme out of a playbook that I don't hear a ton of people talk about. I used to run this playbook, I think it was probably back in Madden 13, Madden 12, and I really liked it. I don't really know what got me away from it. I was thinking about that the other day, and I decided to hop into some games and practice mode and try it out, and then I realized, you know, it still is a very good playbook with a lot of good formations that are not found in other playbooks, and I don't hear a ton of people talk about this playbook. So we're gonna go over that. Before I get started, let's see how many likes we can get on this video. Smash that like button. Set some world records. No, but anyways, make sure to go to MaddenAllStars.com with the club series rounding up. We have updated content on the club, so you can find out what the pros are running to win that. Break down all those schemes, all at MaddenAllStars.com. So make sure you go check that out. And last but not least, make sure to subscribe to the channel for daily tip videos. Hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss anything. And if you guys have anything, you know, that you want me to cover in any videos, make sure to leave a comment down below. I try to reply to all comments, and a lot of your guys' suggestions on, I want a video on how to beat this, I want a video on how to run this, or a video on this playbook. I usually try to make a video on it and get around to it. So, you know, making daily videos between me and Shocker, it sometimes gets hard to create content, constantly researching and labbing different things, so it always helps to hear you guys' feedback. But anyways, let's get into the video. We are in the Arizona Cardinals playbook. Okay, this is a really good playbook. It really is, and has a lot of glitchy formations out of single back. We had the wing, flex, close, the bunch, a lot of pistol, but what we're going to be running out of is the shotgun. Now, I will make a video on the open flex, okay? And this formation is just glitchy. I mean, so you look at the play art of like the halfback toss. It really is glitchy as like it looks. It's really good. It's got some pass plays. You can really run a good scheme out of it, especially with the double post. But today we're actually going to be running out of the cluster. So a cluster formation is sort of pretty much a bunch formation. It's basically a lot of the bunch plays, but it's just a different alignment of the receivers. So instead of your slot receiver being up on the line, your outside receiver is on that right side. But the plays we're going to have in our audibles, again, this is the Arizona Cardinals playbook, are verticals, cluster bunch, Z, spot, shake, and mesh post. So in this video, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to run. I'm going to go over plays because all these plays are fine stock, but I'm going to go over certain adjustments that you can make when you're not running them as stock. But you can go in right away and run these plays and just be fine. So I'm coming out in outside zone. Outside zone speaks for itself. They've been good this year. You can go good block in the outside, find your lane, get decent yards. I'm not going to go over the runs. They're basic. Run outside zones, run draws, mix them in with all your plays. It's really that simple. You got to mix in the run. You can't have your opponent, you know, expecting you to pass every single play. Verticals, again, this speaks for itself as well. I need to do a video because I don't think I have on how to basically run verticals all game. It's been the best play in Madden for years. If you want to argue that one, go ahead. To me, it is. I've heard a lot of pros say that as well because there are a lot of good routes. There's so many things, and it's just not run as is. Even run as is, you can do a lot with it. So you can run that basically how you want, and any formation with, you know, good verticals like that. That's why bunch is very popular. You're able to run out of it all game, but when you mix in these other plays, that's when it starts to be really good. So cluster bunch. Now run as is, it's very good. You have your square receiver on that end route. You can run a regular end, or you can just leave it as is, or you can audible to a different end to get him there quicker, because he's going to run sort of that quick slant at the beginning and then, you know, cut across the middle of the field. We have sort of a levels play over here. So Run as is. It's good. It is very good. You're gonna get receivers open. You kind of force them to commit. You can possession catch that, as you see on that play. The DB tried to cover my Watson or one of those receivers. One of them is gonna go because the DB basically has to commit. But something else you can do with this is you can put your tight end on a streak there. And that's gonna bring that safety up. And a lot of times that's going to get your circle outside receiver open, and so you can kind of rat catch it, or R1's going to be open. R1's always going to get open versus cover 3. Cover 3 is pretty solid. So right here, wide open, Edelman, try to rat catch it. And so any levels play like that, I love because, you know, it's very hard to defend. There's levels. There's levels to it. It's just hard to cover. So again, you're able to get it. They can user it. You still get a good. If you get a good receiver out there running routes, you can hit R1. So yeah, levels, very good play, all around. And I'd even go over the square receiver because I don't want to make this video too long-winded. But yeah. So next we have the Z spot shake. Again, another very good play. You can use the same concept I showed you before with putting your tight end on a streak and opening up the field a little bit. It's always a good option. And versus cover 3, you're always going to be able to get those posts unless they make adjustments. But stock cover 3, and even if they make some adjustments, you're still able to get it. I like the you put a streak here, but I love the little shake route there. It's a very good route. If you get a receiver with really good route running, maybe get some abilities on them, you're gonna have really good options, you know, across the board. Those routes, those shake routes, always seem to distract a user. It distracts me when I'm playing, and I've noticed when I put those routes out on the field, it's just distracting route. You see it and you're like, oh, and you want to go there. So R1 was wide open there, but I was just kind of talking about this shake route, so that's where I decided to go. So very, very good. And then the next play, and probably the last play that I'll go over, because I kind of want to give an intro to this playbook and to this formation. I said there's a lot to go over in this playbook, and so I can break it down into several videos. But here's your mesh play. Very good play. I'll run it stock, but you have your wheel route on that slot receiver. You got a post on your outside receiver. You got 2 drags across the middle, and you got your running back going to the sideline. So here it is, stock. Boom. I like this because your square receiver sort of sits there. It's like a it's like a drag that turns into a curl. You do not see this, and this is not a common route. And that's what I really like about this playbook. So your opponent's gonna wanna, like, you're kind of forcing them to make a decision. So okay. So I just threw that ball away. So here we go. Let me break this down because this is actually glitchy. So like I said, your opponent's naturally going to want to defend the drags. And when you have 2 drags going across, when they're running zone, they're going to kind of be forced to commit to one. And if you mix this in and sometimes have it a regular drag and sometimes have it... Okay. I need to focus. If you sometimes just run a regular drag, so let me explain what I'm saying. So what I would do when I was running this is I put him on a regular drag, and the user would just, if I was running the curl, the user would think he's going to stop, and I could just hit him across the middle. Should have blocked my running back there. But if not, if you don't decide to go with that, it's just a great option for zone. Like, of course, they're running man again and again, but man coverage, the other drag's going to kill that, and the post will get open versus that, of course. But the computer hates me in practice mode. Alright, there. First, like a zone. He's just going to sit in the middle. We had circle wide open, but it is really good. Try running in game. I promise you, like, you will not be disappointed. It's a great play to run. And like I said, I mean, there's a lot. There's the wheel route. You can motion if you want to, like that. And the wheel routes, those are good versus sometimes beating the defense deep. Sometimes you can get the corner to bite, and they'll kind of, if you know what I'm talking about in the vertical formation, sometimes you get that cornerback. Let me see if I can get it here. he's going to bite up. No, he won't do it there, but you can get wide open. But anyways, I just want to give a breakdown of this cluster formation, like again, out of the Arizona Cardinals playbook, because it is really good. And I don't see a lot of people running it or talking about it. So if you know, it's not later in the year, but it's in the middle of the year of Madden, and I think a lot of people are, you know, see the same thing again and again and again. And when you switch up playbooks and run something like this, you're actually, you know, obviously throwing off your opponent and making it a lot more difficult on them. So that's always our goal, is to keep our opponent off guard, try to step a little bit outside the meta. Although the meta is good because it caters to how the game plays each year, but at the same time, sometimes we like to step out of our comfort zone, try to do something different that no one else is running, and a lot of times that's when you get successful. And a lot of times the people who win the tournaments are the ones that are running their own little thing that not everybody is used to, because they're not, you know, facing it all the time. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to show some love on the video with the like button, and slide over to MaddenAllStars.com. Until next time, Evan Almighty signing out.